In professional wrestling, it's not just the matches that define greatness, it's the moments. And nothing delivers a bigger moment than a comeback. Whether it's a return from injury, retirement, personal demons, or even death in kayfabe terms, the comeback is where legends are reborn, stories are revived, and fans are left in stunned silence or thunderous applause. From epic Royal Rumble shocks to redemption arcs that rewrote careers, here is the ultimate deep dive into the greatest wrestler comebacks of all time. Heartbreak Kid returns. Shawn Michaels 2002. If there were ever a gold standard for wrestling comebacks, it would be Shawn Michaels' return in 2002 after a serious back injury in 1998. Following a casket match with The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels was forced into early retirement. For 4 years, the showstopper was absent from the ring, believed by many to be done for good. Behind the scenes, he was battling addiction, personal demons, and uncertainty. But in 2002, reborn through faith and newfound discipline, HBK returned at SummerSlam in a street fight against Triple H and stole the show. It's legendary. He didn't miss a step despite 4 years away, stayed active for 8 more years after his return. He dreamed matches with Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, and The Undertaker, retired with grace after WrestleMania 26, closing the book on one of the greatest second acts ever. Edge shocks the world. Royal Rumble 2020, when Edge retired in 2011 due to spinal stenosis, fans cried. One of the most beloved heels turned faces of the ruthless aggression era had no choice but to walk away. His Hall of Fame induction came fast, but so did the rumors. Ended then, in January 2020, the unthinkable happened. Edge returned as the 21 entrant in the Royal Rumble. Pop. Fans erupted. Chills, tears, joy, all in one. Like he'd been 9 years. Speared everyone in sight, proving he still had. What followed? A deeply personal feud with Randy Orton, a WrestleMania main event in 2021. Continued runs with the Judgment Day and SmackDown. Edge's comeback story wasn't just shocking, it was inspiring. It reminded fans that some dreams, no matter how buried, can come true. Deadman never dies. The Undertaker multiple returns. It's hard to pin down just one comeback for The Undertaker because his entire career is built on legendary returns. 2000, returned as the American Badass after being off TV for months. 2004, resurrected the Deadman gimmick to feud with Kane, WrestleMania 20 and onward. Undertaker became synonymous with big match returns, vanishing for months, only to reappear before Mania. Forward, it's Mystique. His aura, that gong. Every Undertaker comeback was a reminder that legends may sleep, but they never die. Stone Cold's stunning second act 2003 after suffering severe neck issues stemming from his 1997 match with Owen Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin was never quite the same physically. By 2002, the wear and tear had caught up to Ayton. She briefly walked out on WWE in June 2002 due to creative disputes, leaving his future uncertain. But in early 2003, Austin made his final in-ring comeback at WrestleMania 19 against The Rock. It was his retirement match, though fans didn't know it at the time. Austin gave Rock his only Mania win over him, passing the torch. He'd go on to have non-wrestling roles that kept his legacy burning, like being Raw Gem and hosting Broken Skull sessions. Austin didn't need a title or a win to make his comeback legendary. He showed up, gave fans closure, and rode off in badass Texas fashion. Triple H's heroic return 2002 after tearing his quad in 2001, Triple H faced a long and grueling recovery. Many wondered if the game would ever be the same again. Then, on January 7, 2002 at Madison Square Garden, the roof blew off when Time to Play the Game hit and Triple H returned to RAW. She returned, wore a leather jacket, bulging muscles, and a scowl that screamed dominance, immediately became the crowd favorite. Went on to win the 2002 Royal Rumble and headline WrestleMania X8. This was not just a physical comeback, it was a status shift. The villain of 2000 returned as a hero, and fans embraced it. Jeff Hardy's redemption arc 2006 and 2017. Jeff Hardy has had multiple comebacks, but 2 truly stand out. 2006, rehired by WWE. After being released in 2003 due to personal issues, Jeff returned in 2006 clean and more focused. He would go on to event the Intercontinental Championship multiple times, feud with Umaga, Johnny Nitro, and Edge, eventually capture the championship in 2008. 2017 Hardy Boys return at WrestleMania 33 in one of the most shocking moments in Mania history. The Hardy Boys returned to a thunderous ovation during a fatal four-way ladder match and won the Tag Team Championships. Jeff's resilience and repeated rise from the ashes is a testament to redemption in wrestling. CM Punk returns to Wrestling 2021 after walking away from wrestling in 2014. CM Punk became the poster child of the phrase, "never coming back." For 7 years, he was radio silent. Fans chanted his name in arenas. Rumors swirled, but he never showed until August 20th, 2021, a Rampage, The First Dance. In his hometown of Chicago, the opening note of Cult of Personality hit, and the United Center exploded. Punk was back. Not in WWE, but in AEW. Why it mattered. It was real. Emotional, or he came back on his own terms. His promos were personal and meaningful. It changed AEW's trajectory forever. Even though his AEW tenure would become polarizing, that comeback moment remains one of the biggest in modern wrestling history. The power of the comeback wrestling isn't just about titles and wins. It's about moments, and there's no moment more electric, more raw, more real than a comeback. Whether it's overcoming injury Edge, Bryan, returning to glory Goldberg, Sting, or just proving the world wrong CM Punk, Hardy, these stories remind us why wrestling connects so deeply. It's hope. It's fight. It's the fire that never dies. There you have it, some of the greatest wrestler comebacks in the history of professional wrestling. From emotional returns that brought fans to tears, to shocking entrances that lit up arenas and broke the internet, these moments prove one thing. In wrestling, you're never truly out of the fight. What makes a great comeback isn't just the music hitting or the pop from the crowd. It's the journey that led to that moment. It's the blood, sweat, and years of grind behind the scenes. It's the battles with injury, personal demons, or even just the passage of time. These athletes step back into the ring not just to reclaim their place, but to show us that resilience, passion, and heart never fade. Whether it's a legend lacing up their boots one more time, or a star rising from the ashes to prove they still belong, comebacks give us all a reason to believe. Think of Edge's return at the 2020 Royal Rumble after 9 years away. The emotion in his eyes, the roar of the crowd. It was more than a wrestling moment, it was a human moment. Or consider the comeback of Shawn Michaels, who many thought was done for good after his back injury, only to return better than ever and deliver some of the greatest matches of his career. Then there's CM Punk, whose return after 7 years in the wilderness sparked debates, cheers, and controversy, exactly what wrestling thrives on. These comebacks remind us why we fell in love with wrestling in the first place. It's not just about wins and titles, it's about storytelling. About moments that stay with us, about characters who mirror the struggles and triumphs of real life. Wrestling is scripted, yes, but the emotions? Those are 100% real. As fans, we live for these stories. The gasp when an old theme hits, the chants echoing through the arena, the sudden realization that someone we thought was gone is back, and maybe better than ever. It's nostalgia, adrenaline, and pure joy rolled into one. And while we've covered some of the biggest and boldest returns today, there are so many more that could fill another list. Heroes returning to hometown cheers, surprise entries at battle royals, even underdogs rising after years of obscurity. The beauty of wrestling is that the next great comeback could happen at any time. Any show, any match, any second. So whether you're a longtime fan who watched these legends in their prime, or a newer viewer just discovering the magic of their stories, remember this: wrestling is about moments. And the best moments? They often come when no one sees them coming. Thanks for joining us on this ride through wrestling history. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more epic content from Journey Joy. And tell us in the comments, which comeback gave you chills? Which one made you believe all over again? Until next time, stay passionate, stay loud, and never count anyone out. Because in wrestling, the comeback is always just one moment away.